Welcome back to the Body Coach TV. Today I'm joined by the amazing Natalie, who's a support coach at the Body Coach HQ, and she's also a recently qualified meditation teacher.
Yeah.
So you know me, I'm always in and out of the office, running around at 100 miles an hour. I never really stop to calm down, and I take care of my body, but maybe not so much my mind.
Yeah.
So today you're going to take us through a little kind of introduction to meditation.
Yeah, today we're going to do a 5-minute beginner's meditation, and it'll just be a mindful practice and really easy that you can do at home.
Brilliant, that's just what I need, like short and sweet, just to get me into it, make it a regular thing. So tell me, when did you get into meditation? How has it benefited you?
I got into meditation, I think, a few years ago. My mum asked me if I wanted to go to a meditation retreat with her. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really know what it was about, but I just went along. And we spent a whole day trying out different meditation techniques. And I just found it amazing. Like, I connected to it immediately, which I know doesn't happen for everyone. And so then I just kept doing it. And there were still phases where maybe I'd stop doing it as much and stop practicing. And then there'd be times I'd be like, oh, actually, am I as connected to this as I thought? But actually then, like, the more consistently that I picked it back up again, I just found it's had the most life-changing effects.
Really?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I need a little bit of that, because when I try and do it, I haven't had that instant kind of, this feels great, and I haven't felt the benefits. But if I can just get used to doing 5 or 10 minutes a day, that's going to be far more beneficial than just trying to do an hour a week, isn't it?
Yeah. Most people will find it takes maybe like 2, even 4 weeks before they start feeling benefits. So if it hasn't happened yet, keep trying.
Right. Okay, so what's the most important thing? How do we get going?
So you want to find somewhere comfortable to sit, whether that's on the floor, with a cushion, or on a chair. But if you're on a chair, just make sure that you're not slumped back and leaning into it, because you want to have your spine nice and upright, so you're nice and alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm comfortable here.
Yeah, that's all you need to do. And then we're going to do about 5 minutes of meditation. So let's begin. So close your eyes, and you can just have your hands placed relaxed in your lap, wherever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to start by taking 3 deep breaths. And on the inhale, I just want you to really pay attention to what it feels like to have your whole body filling up with air. And on the exhale, I want you to really notice what it feels like to have that all release. Last one. Now you can let your breath return to its normal rhythm. So whatever feels natural for you. You don't need to change anything. Just allowing it to be. And just keep noticing how it feels to have the breath moving in and out of your body. With each breath, feeling a little bit more relaxed. Allowing your face to relax. Allowing your shoulders to relax. We often hold a lot of tension here, so just let any of that go. And let your stomach relax. Just coming into the body, finding comfort here. Finding a bit of peace. There's no way you need to be right now. Just notice how it feels as your belly expands. As the air fills you up. nourishing you and giving you energy. Nice calming energy. You might notice your chest rising and falling. You might notice the sound of your breath as it enters in and out of your nose. Noticing that softness. Breathing in and breathing out. And if your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to the breath without any judgment. And observe how each breath brings you into the next moment. Each breath is a new moment. A calmer moment. Just feeling your body gently getting more relaxed. And this is where your mind is too. Breathing in and breathing out. Just following the sensations of the breath. And as we come to the end of the meditation, we're going to take another 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, and our last full one. Letting the lungs empty fully. And as we come back into the room, just keep your eyes closed, but you can gently rock your body from side to side just to get a little bit of movement back. And you can wriggle your fingers, maybe wriggle your toes, and then you can slowly open your eyes. How did you find that?
It's so much easier when there's someone with you, like listening to you talk through it. Like for me, I think to do it on my own, I'd find it difficult, but now we've obviously recorded this, it'd be good to just hit play, sit through it again.
Well, I think it's also important to remember that you're a beginner, and when you're starting out, you probably need less gaps while you're trying to focus on your meditation. So it's good to have that guidance to keep you moving through and to keep that focus going.
Yeah, I was thinking, I wanted to itch my nose, and I was thinking, am I going to cough? Like I was really trying to hold all that in. So that was kind of distracting me a little bit. But in terms of the breathing, I think, it does, when you just think about that and nothing else, it definitely helps.
Yeah.
But I'm very twitchy now, and I'm sitting here like this thinking, because it's quite, my muscles in my back were like activated, and I was thinking, should I be holding that position?
So you don't want to be
and being more slumped, because that isn't using any muscles now.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing that, I'm engaging these muscles, and they were like tensing up a little bit.
Yeah, and so you're aware of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually a good question. And so it's kind of like finding this point where your spine is really neutral. So you're not slunched over, but you're not arched out either. Like you don't want your chest to be too far out because that will get uncomfortable.
Somewhere in the middle,
So it's finding this sort of neutral line.
Yeah.
and you kind of, even if you slightly lean forward a bit, and you'll find that there's a point which suddenly feels a little bit more relaxing. You might have to play around with it a little bit, but when you do, it'll get a lot more comfortable. But you'll also find that when you start, you will want to shuffle around a bit, and it will be a bit uncomfortable, and you probably want to itch your nose. But if you keep practicing it and just keep coming back to the breath, eventually it will get more comfortable, and those little things like itching your nose won't feel as annoying. And that's one of the...
I could feel it coming. I was like, don't ruin the video, don't ruin the meditation. But I pushed it out.
Yeah.
So how often should people try and do this sort of thing as beginners, and what's the best time of day to do it?
Well, as a beginner, I would say just start off really small and do something that's going to be realistic for you. So even if you start with, say, 2 minutes per day, and you do that every single day for, say, a week, and then it might feel a bit more comfortable and you can increase it again. The optimal time would be twice a day for 10 to 20 minutes, but don't look at that as something you need to do. It's better off sort of doing 2 to 5 minutes every day than doing, say, 20 minutes or an hour once a week.
Yeah, to get the benefits on a daily basis, to calm yourself and be fun. Do you find that it really makes you more focused and kind of calm throughout the day sort of thing?
For sure. I think it's a really nice idea if you can do it in the morning before you've had any coffee or anything, and then again in the evening, either before dinner or before you go to bed. It's kind of a nice way to bookend the day and to keep that piece going with you.
Definitely, brilliant. Well, really enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So you're now going to take another session, aren't you? You're going to do your own sort of long, slightly more advanced one, so we say, or?
It'll be another beginner's one, but just a different type to give you a bit of variety.
Okay, brilliant. Well, see you soon, and make sure to check out that video. And if they want to follow you and see more of your stuff, where can they follow you? Yeah,
or you can find my website, which is mindbodyparadise.com, and it will have information about meditation, mindfulness, and also a link to my YouTube channel where you can find more free guided meditations.
Lovely name, mindbodyparadise.com.
Yes,
perfect.
That's the one.
Have a lovely day, everyone. See ya.